It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the Charlotte Hornets. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Pau Gasol. Nowitzki is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Udrih in at the point. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season, averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Now here's Redick. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Harden. And now Curry running the floor all by himself.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly they questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Here's Udrih following the basket by Stephen Curry. Takes it from 10, and it's off the back rim, no good. Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid. And, you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second-best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
And here's Redick. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And both free throws good for Redick.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
From past the arc, Curry can't get it to go. And stolen by Whiteside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Heat trail by 5. And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Here's Udrich. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
Left side Curry. In the corner it's James. Back to Curry. Down low. And stolen by Redick. Nowitzki kicks to Barnes. The shot is off. Seattle goes the other way with it. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best gift, finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Now here's James. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Six to shoot. Paul outside. Dishes it to Durant. Fires for three. Exum pulls it in. The Heat trail by 8. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
In transition, here comes Miami. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. There's the bucket. Good.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career. Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Johnson. Maurice Spates out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Exum, and it's Moore in at the 2 spot. Harden the pass to Durant. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do. And, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Redick kicks it out to Johnson. Plenty of space. And he gets the jumper to drop. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Curry attacking. Pass to Jordan. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
Harden, no good. The Heat trail by 12. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Curry dishes to Jordan. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Jordan's got his first points in this one.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Whiteside's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Now Udrih. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets it to go. Seattle leading by 12. And Curry, here we go. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Passes it to Reddick. 16 feet away. Johnson, a wide open look. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Curry. Here's Durant, and it's Seattle with another.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss.
It's Bosh.
You know, Bosh was the bit, and 20 different started at least one game.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. LeBron's checked in for Durant, and Chris Paul subbed in for James Harden. Here's Udrih. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard, and that is good.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
51 seconds left in the first half of basketball, and finished off by Gasol.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Here's Whiteside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
No one covering. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for Seattle.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Exum kicks to Spates. Good D by Lopez. Curry. The shot no good. And so we wrap.
Hey, Kevin.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly. Constant.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just a...
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 11 points and a steal. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Griffin is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Harden. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Curry in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And Udrih kicks to Gasol. No luck. Nice D from Griffin.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, and he was. I mean, this fella's not giving up easy buckets. He'll fight you really hard down there.
And Udrich kicks to Nowitzki. Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 9 points.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Timeout call for the Heat.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Durant's checked in for Seattle. Gasol against Whiteside. Now Udrich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Here's Udrich, guarded by Kerr. And Udrich kicks to Gasol. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Gasol a screen. Shot clock at 3 to end the run. And Durant sends it back.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Gasol. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
And for the Heat, they're shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And the Heat call time here.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Brook Lopez is checked in for Whiteside. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Paul subbed in for Curry. Paul kicks to Jordan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt, and it's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Paul with the 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Johnson kicks to Exum. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feed.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the dunk by Lopez.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Nowitzki outside. Here's Spates. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
For Seattle, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And Seattle making a change here. James is checked in. Good on the 2nd free throw. And here's Exum. Inside, here's Moore. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Moore's got his first bucket of the night.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Lopez a screen. And here's LeBron out. And it goes at the buzzer.
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious gut.
Every dime is a flake.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Seattle leading by 23. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. They've got J.J. Redick. Pau Gasol is out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Udrih in at the point. Gasol with the steal. There's the dish to Barnes. Pass to Udrih.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about it is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Seattle has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Ginobili the pass to Durant. Here's the three. Count the bucket.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Redick for 3. No good. Seattle goes the other way with it.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Barnes. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Here's Udrih, defended by Paul. Now Udrih. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Paul with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Seattle.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Williams for 3. That's good.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Spates sets a screen for Gasol. Shoots from the high post, and it's Seattle with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
There's the triple. Again, the miss by Paul.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Udrih dishes to Redick. Lopez against Spates. The shot is off. Good D by Williams. Paul with the 3. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Seattle.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in the season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Heat.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Harden. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Outside Williams. Lets the three fly, and he gets the bucket.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And that one's good.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. The shot by Reddick, no good. Outside Williams. From the arc. No good. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that...
Yes, gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden, and congratulations on a nice performance tonight. It certainly seemed like you guys were confident and in control with the flow of your offense.
Yeah, we just try to move the ball.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.